Mr. Kevin Clark, what makes you believe that you can succeed Chrystia Freeland, someone who rose from an MP all the way to a federal member of parliament? Well, the difference between Chrystia Freeland and Mr. Kevin Clark, these are the conditions people live in the riding of Toronto Centre Rosedale, formerly Toronto Centre. You say, what makes me fit to succeed somebody who rose to Deputy Prime Minister of Canada? Least you forget, Chrystia Freeland's first election was against me in Toronto Centre. So in University Rosedale, Mr. Kevin Clark is coming, and I'm coming for your next member of federal parliament, so we can make University Rosedale a riding not just for the rich, but for also those who are willing to sweat their brow so they can reap. So Chrystia Freeland, you handcuffed, shackled me, and had the cops on my ass every time you were supposed to debate me. That's how you became federal member of parliament. And you rose all the way to Deputy Prime Minister of Canada. But Chrystia Freeland, if you had faced a politician's worst nightmare, the people's front runner for the office of Toronto, Mr. Kevin Clark, if you had faced me in your first election democratically and not used the police to handcuff me, shackle me, and to watch out for me every time I was about to show up, every time I announced that I will be showing up at a debate in Toronto Centre, and Chrystia Freeland, if you wanted to be elected member of federal parliament, I stated clearly, you had to go through me. But what did you do, Freeland? You used the police, and every single debate site, you had an army of cops looking out for Mr. Kevin Clark. If Kevin Clark shows up, you handcuff him, put him in the back of a cop car. Do you remember, Freeland, when I showed up at Jarvis Collegiate after I publicly announced what happened for you to be elected member of federal parliament and for the Liberal Party to get in? You had an army of cops out front of Jarvis Collegiate. And as soon as I got off the TTC and I walked on the property of Jarvis Collegiate, a bunch of cops grabbed me, threw me in the back of the cop car, drove me to 51 Division Police Station. And then they asked me, Mr. Clark, would you like a cigarette? I said, you're offering me a cigarette. I thought you said I'm under arrest. No, Mr. Clark, you're not under arrest. We were just told to take you away from Jarvis Collegiate, where there was a debate for a member of federal parliament. And your opponent was Chrystia Freeland. And Chrystia Freeland, you are gone. But I am still here. And in University Rosedale, the incoming mayor of Toronto will be your candidate for your next member of federal parliament to succeed the woman who cheated the people so she could be elected to a member of federal parliament by using the police to block, handcuff, shackle, kidnap, and forcibly confine Mr. Kevin Clark. You don't believe it? Google Kevin Clark arrested during Toronto Senate debates, and you'll see it's all true. Yes, foreign interference in our democratic process, not just by the media, but also by law enforcement and those we hire to provide services. Yes, using taxpayers' dollars to get elected. That's how career politicians end up back in office so often. And then their kids end up back after them, then their grandkids, and so on and so on. There's time for the circle to be broken.